Hello and welcome to SpiritSaid. My name's Karen Knight and I'm a psychic medium and also the founder of SpiritSaid. So I'm here today to bring you your June readings. So I have pulled 3 cards already. So if you'd just like to make a decision as to whether you belong to Collective 1, that's your card there, Collective 1, or maybe you're more drawn to Collective 2, or maybe Collective 3 is your group of where you are right now. So if you could just make a decision as to 1, 2 or 3, and once you've done that, just give you a moment. So is it 1, 2 or 3? Once you've done that, I'm going to make a start on Collective 1. Okay, so Collective 1, you have the Rebirth card. So this is a time for you. It says, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams and create a new reality. So it's all about the law of attraction with you, Group 1, to start with, Collective 1. Rebirth. Now this could mean that in May you've had some tower moments, things crashing down, things ending and new things starting. But the Rebirth card is all about new positive changes, new beginnings, time to reinvent yourself. Even if you didn't have the tower moments, thank goodness for you. If you did, then don't worry. It's time to reinvent yourself now and restart a new chapter, if you like. This could be as simple as the COVID rules changing, things like that. But it's time to reinvent yourself. Give life to your dreams and create a new reality. Now, I've pulled some other cards ready for you. We've got pay attention to signs. So any signs that you see, numbers, robins, when you're thinking of something specifically and then you get a sign like a feather or something, or an angel number like 1111 or something like that, that could mean that your angels are trying to communicate with you to say, yes, do that. They think that's the right thing to do. So just keep an eye out for signs, especially in this time at the moment of rebirth, because in June things are happening for you. You're starting a new cycle, I want to say. All right, you're reinventing yourself, you're starting something fresh. So look out for signs, because you want to be guided divinely, don't you, as much as possible. Obviously it's our choice of how we live our life, but if we can have a little bit of help saying, yes, I like that, or yes, I think that's a great idea, then that all helps, doesn't it? Okay, but you are destined to walk your own path, that you do what feels right for you. Okay, now we've also got the card to say what you mean. So some of you, I can see from this card, there's a girl with a hand over her ear here, could well mean that things have been a bit difficult for this lady right now. Maybe they're not communicating very well, maybe it's been a struggle, maybe she's got earache, but again, maybe it's that she's not listening. Maybe she needs to listen more. If there is a bit of a divide, which I feel this card is about, a bit of a divide here, then try to find ways to reinvent yourself, with the rebirth, and think of different ways to bring you both back together, because it has been a card. I'm scratching my head here, so I do feel like there is, my guides are coming in to help me with this card, that for some people there may well have been a time of disconnection, which you need to just get everything back on track, start communicating well and listening to each other, and putting love forward. Okay, now I've also got something you thought finished burst back into life. That's also come up, which is lovely. So something you thought was over now burst back into life. So that's lovely for you to keep an eye out for. It's the Golden Phoenix card. So also, if you'd like to just close your eyes for a moment and think of a question, I've pulled a card from the little deck of What Should You Do Now. So if you think of your question, I'll just give you a moment to think of a question that you'd like to ask, and then we can see what the little deck of What Should You Do Now thinks about it. Okay, so I'm going to turn that card over now. Oh, and this card says, look for the signs. So again, it's all about signs with you guys, because of your rebirth. You need to be going down the path that feels like divinely guided, I want to say. So look out for the signs. So is it going to work? Yes or no? Look at the signs, all right? Look at what's in front of you. What are the signs saying? Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys in Collective 1. Amazing. So we're now going to move on to Collective 2. So, Collective 2, you have the Flow card. This is a beautiful card. This is for the Group 2, Collective 2, Flow. Okay, find an easier path forwards. Surrender to the outcome and release your expectations. So, if you are hanging on to something for dear life, time to just go with the flow, stop fighting against the tide. Find an easier way round. Go with the flow so it doesn't feel like it's an uphill struggle, Group 2, at the moment, because I mean, I feel with May, it's been a bit of an uphill struggle. Now I'm hoping it's leveling out for everybody, but it's time to go with the flow. You can't keep swimming and exhausting yourself against the tide. Find an easier path forwards, surrender to the outcome. It is what it is, and release your expectations. So try not to expect too much from people that are maybe not able to provide that for you. I'm going to pull a few cards for you as well. Something else to go with that card there for Collective 2. New beginnings and a fresh start has come out from the Archangel Michael deck. So Archangel Michael says there's new beginnings and a fresh start for you as well. So things are certainly starting to move. You need to go with the flow, but I think it's going to be a lot easier on you if you just go with the tide than trying to fight against it all the time. Okay, so you've got the Alchemy card as well. So I feel like you're going to find your lost magic. I feel that's like getting your magic back. That's going to come back to you in June. I feel like you're going to be a bit more mysterious. You're going to feel like a little bit more, what's the word, in control, okay? More in control, more sexy. I think it's just going to be a month of, I think, excitement, like new beginnings and stuff, and then your magic back. It's all exciting. You're going to go with the flow, so you're not fighting against everything. So I feel like you're going to look better, feel better, because I think otherwise it's just too much pressure on you. And you've got the self-love card that's come up as well. Self-love. So yeah, put yourself first, put yourself forward. You do deserve it, okay? Start loving yourself for what you are. Everyone's beautiful. We've all got our everyone's got their flaws, you know, but start loving yourself for what you are, the lovely person that you are, okay? So I hope that makes sense for you guys in Collective 2. So, oh, actually, for Collective 2, shall we, if you want to just close your eyes, Collective 2, and think of a question that we're going to ask the little pack of my little deck of what should you do now. Okay, so think of your question, and let's ask the pack of what should you do now. Okay. Oh, my goodness. They're all coming out. All the cards are coming out. So, if you've got a question in mind, let's see what the pack says you should do. Be brave, it's safe. Okay, so the little deck of what should you do now says, be brave, it's safe. So I hope that makes sense to you guys in Collective 2. And now I'm going to move on to Collective 3. Okay, so if you chose card number 3 or group number 3, you have got the Courage card that's come up. The Courage card comes up to say you are safe, fear is an illusion, and set strong boundaries. Anybody that's in a position where people are maybe taking advantage of them, start setting the strong boundaries there, because, you know, you need to protect your energy. But you are safe, fear is an illusion. Okay, so try not to worry too much about things that you can't actually control. I do feel like that with you guys in Collective 3. A couple of cards that have just jumped out here. We've got the Phoenix Rising card and the Wild card. So maybe it's time to connect in with your wild side, find yourself again, be reborn into something, you know, once you find your courage, wildness, Phoenix Rising. So this is you rising from the ashes, if you like. I like to think of rising from the ashes. Rising from things that have maybe gone wrong to now stepping into your light and shining again. So it's a real time for you to start shining again. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Yeah, I want to get one from this deck. So what else we've got for you, group 3? Culmination of a vision's coming in for June. So things are going to start coming together. Start looking out for signs again. Follow your dreams, follow your paths. A culmination of vision is coming in for you. Let's see what Archangel Michael wants to say to you guys in Collective 3. So there's 2 for you. Be gentle with yourself. Okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay. Courage. But don't be too hard on yourself. You've been through a lot. You're rising from the ashes here. You're doing very well. So don't be too hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And there will be a favourable outcome. How lovely is that? So if you guys in Collective 3 have got a question you'd like to ask the little pack of what should I do now, I will pull a card from you for you. So if you just have a little think about a little question you want to ask, if you close your eyes, think of that question, and I'm going to pull a card to answer that question for you. Oops. Yeah. Oh, it's going to evolve into something bigger. It's going to evolve into something bigger. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you, Collective 3, regarding your question that you had. It's going to evolve into something bigger. Amazing. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you guys. It's been lovely seeing you again. Have a wonderful June, and I will see you again in July. And have a wonderful month. Keep shining your lights. Thanks ever so much. Take care. Bye.